Fuel supply in Nigeria continues to remain uneven, with supply disruptions still occurring in Lagos, Abuja, Abia, Ogun, and other states. Arise News business correspondent Ruth Sudiri sent in this report.
And here we go again. Fuel scarcity in Nigeria, August 2024. This is like the 1984 Wolfgang Peterson film, The Never-Ending Story. The same chapter, the same words, the same episodes, the same excuses. Fuel supply dangling from a chandelier, out of reach of Nigerians, and just going on and on and on.
Life goes on and on and on and on and on and on.
At this point, people might as well abandon their cars and walk, or use horses and bayonets.
We also have fewer horses and bayonets.
Here's a Guardian newspaper headline from August the 13th of 2024 saying Nigeria is targeting the e-hailing market to expand availability of compressed natural gas, CNG, amid fuel scarcity. Here's a Punch newspaper headline from August the 14th saying fuel stations are shut as depots battle fuel shortage. We confirmed this on the island in Lagos, first on Awolowo Road in Ikoyi.
All right, it is a Wednesday evening, August the 14th, a little past 6 p.m. in the evening. This NNPC station here on Awolowo Road has not been selling any fuel. We spoke to some of the officials here. They told us that it's a supply issue from the depot. They have not been able to get any trucks here or are there any tankers, but they are expecting to get one hopefully tomorrow morning, which would be when this airs on Thursday. They're hoping to get one, but they're not sure. We do understand that there is another NNPC station further down on Awolowo Road that is selling fuel, so we're going to head down there to confirm. Again, supply unevenness, again rearing its ugly head in Nigeria as far as the downstream sector is concerned. All right, we're at our second NNPC station on Awolowo Road here in Ikoyi, and they are selling, right? They've been selling fuel now, according to them, since about 5 a.m. this morning. It's a little past 6 o'clock, almost 7 p.m., and they are about to run out of supply. So they're saying they're going to stop selling pretty soon. Long line of cars here, and they're saying they're not quite sure when supplies will return by the time this airs on Thursday morning. So we'll have to see how things go as the uneven supply across much of the country continues.
Then we headed out to the mainland to an NNPC station and a Northwest station, both in Maryland. Nigeria's constant fuel supply issues befuddle the mind, especially considering this is the largest crude oil producer in Africa and production has been increasing. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, released its monthly oil report, which for August 2024 showed an increase in Nigeria's oil production. From 1.1 million barrels per day on average in 2022, Nigeria's output has climbed back up to 1.3 million barrels per day in August. Still below OPEC's quota of 1.5 million barrels per day and the 2 million barrels per day achieved in years past. Nigeria's oil production isn't just impacted by aging infrastructure. There's also oil theft. On the front page of the August 14th, 2024 edition of This Day newspaper, Nigeria's newspaper of record, the group CEO of the NNPCL, Mele Kyari, said he would ramp up the war on oil theft. But can this promise be kept? A promise he made in 2019 to revamp all the government-owned refineries by 2023 at the end of former President Buhari's term is yet to come to pass.
The legitimate expectation from Nigerians that why can we be an oil-producing country with 4 refineries and yet importing sometimes 100% of our petroleum product requirement? It's very sad. The GMD Emeritus has told you the steps that we have taken when the Port Harcourt refinery is going to be in place. But I assure you, GMD will follow it up to make sure that within the life of this administration, before Baba's tenure ends in 2023, we'll deliver only 4 refineries.
You saw the video when the NNPC MD was wearing that funny cap.
Yes.
Where he
in
came
2019, yeah.
That cap was very funny, really. And he came out there to talk about the fact that he's going to be ready before Baba Buhari's.
That's Buhari, yep.
It didn't happen.
Right.
Tinubu has come to power, he goes on to say, 2023 November, 2023 December, Q1 2024, May, April, May.
We're not in August.
We're not in August.
Business Day newspaper and The Punch are now reporting that the Port Harcourt refinery operations have been postponed for a 6th time. Has the Port Harcourt refinery been a wise investment, or should that $1.5 billion for revamping have been put into modular refineries? Momo Oyerekoa, who is the chairman of the Crude Oil Refinery Owners Association of Nigeria, had this to say.
The government refineries today, I think the Port Harcourt refinery, about $1.5 billion or so, if I remember clearly, is the amount that is being invested, either $1 billion or $1.5 billion. And I think the refinery, the one they are trying to revamp, is a 60,000 barrel per day refinery. And if you really look at it, I have advocated that that money should have been put into modular refineries. I mean, Dangote, you saw in the papers this morning that NNPC has supplied about 60% of the crude. We have not had even a liter of crude from NNPC, talk more of a barrel. So it is unfortunate that some of our members, they are currently getting frustrated with the business.
One thing is for sure, Nigeria's oil production is top priority so that local refineries can get their allocation.
We should be speaking about solutions right now. And the solution to this debacle is for government to do everything to increase their production and so that Dangote can get a bit more.
While Nigerians wait for promises to be kept, lack of fuel is prevalent in Abuja. It's prevalent in Abia State.
Just came back from the eastern region, and what can you tell us about the fuel situation there?
Okay, I'm so happy to come on live on Arise TV. I came on board from the east, Aba to be fresh, Abia State. So the situation there is so much critical. The first station are selling above the pump price. The pump price presently in Aba is 900 naira.
900 naira per liter?
Naira, yeah. So the black market are actually selling at the rate of 1,100 naira.
When did you say you came back from the east? When, today?
This morning. I think I took a bus. I just came back from the east. I used to come through a night bus. So the situation there is very, very unbearable. So I think the government have to do something about it, because I think in Niger Delta State there are the one providing the crude oil that is, you find it very difficult to buy it from the east. Where I come from, I'm a native from Akwa Ibom State. The petrol station there are selling 900 naira per liter. Why is the black market going for 1,200 naira? Wow. Even as I speak to you right now, you find it very difficult to get fuel from the petrol station. It's only the black market that you can be seeing some little black market sellers trying to make their ends meet.
And in Lagos and other states.
Well, you know, we got some kegs here. What's been the situation where you're trying to get fuel here?
The situation is that I'm trying to use a car to get it, but I cannot get it with car because of the queue. I have to go and get a cake, and they refuse to sell cake. Right now, NNPC at Awolowo Road here, they are not selling. The one at after the Onikan station at Awolowo Road, they are only the people selling, but they don't sell cake there. So if you go there, you see trouble up and down. So I'm going house now. There is no fuel.
Thank you so much for that. So what's been your situation? What you've witnessed as well?
What I witnessed, even though you want to buy your cake, they will say that you have to pay per cake. You have to pay 1,500 naira.
1.5 per liter for cake.
For them to sell for you, and they are selling the length of 610.
620.
620. Sorry, right. And you pay 1,500 per cake, and you buy it 620 a liter.
Thank you all so much. Fuel supply in Nigeria, on and off, a never-ending story. Rolo Sodiri, Arise News.
Thank you so much for that report there, guys. I mean, we know this is happening already.
Yes, we see it happen, and these are some of the things that the PIA ought to have addressed. These are some of the things that, some of the interventions that the NNPCL along the subsidiaries have tried to address. And that is why, Vimbai, when we were doing the newspaper review, you talked about one headline that said that maybe we should begin to investigate the leadership of NNPCL, because the interventions or the solutions they provided thus far haven't seemed to work. This administration has actually been, I don't know if we can count the times when we haven't seen queues at filling stations, and we can count the times we haven't. Up until now, if you look outside, you have people, queuing. So there has to be a solution. It cannot be that this is the permanent reality of Nigerians. So it brings questions. Dangote Refinery, NNPCL lead chief, a number of questions there.
Don't say too much. They will say you want to take Mele Kyari's
No,
job.
I don't. I just want accountability.
They will say you don't like Mele Kyari. You don't say too much.
I think it's also just really important that we get real explanations, because it's happening so frequently, but nobody ever comes to apologize and say, sorry, this is happening, this is the real reason. So there's always I remember last time they said that the cargo couldn't dock because of bad weather, or there's always some sort of flimsy explanation. And I think at the very least, if there are issues in the value chain, at least just come out with your whole chest and let us know these are the challenges, this is what we're struggling with.
I should probably, if the NNPC is to react, they will say they have enough. They have over 1 billion liters in their storage and all of that, But it just shows the shambolic state of the nation. Nobody is against anybody. What we just want is effectiveness. Let people go to the fuel station. They should be able to buy at that price. What we say, never ascribe to malice what you can explain with incompetence. The NNPC is just clearly incompetence. There's no malice against the head of the NNPC. It's just incompetence we're saying that we're talking about.